This guy was angry because he didn't manage to escape from police and made it clear to the troopers that next time he'll flee with a faster car. And a wild man driving with flashing lights and wearing a vest labeled security. To a madman trying to evade the troopers in a chase that spanned several counties in Wisconsin. Let's see how many times it takes to pit these idiot drivers. In this vehicle is Pierce. He just needed to pull over and let the officer test how tinted his windows were and pay a small fine, considering the later outcome. The officer turned on his lights and approached the vehicle. The reason for the stop was excessively tinted windows. The officer driving the vehicle thought the suspect was waiting for the green light to find a place to pull over, but the vehicle accelerated and began to flee. Let's see how the chase unfolded. The officer notified dispatch and attempted a pit maneuver, but it was unsuccessful. The vehicle continued to drive fast and recklessly. The officer notified dispatch and attempted a pit maneuver, but it was unsuccessful. The vehicle continued to drive fast and recklessly, running red lights and stop signs. While trying to turn onto Oliver Street, the vehicle hit a light pole. The driver, Antoine Pierce, exited the vehicle and started walking as if nothing had happened, as if he hadn't been involved in the incident. But the officer quickly stopped him using a taser. After a brief struggle, the police officer managed to arrest Pierce and place him in the patrol vehicle. During a search of the vehicle, the officer found a backpack containing suspicious substances and a handgun. Pierce was taken to the hospital and then to the police station, where he became aggressive and damaged the door. Pierce was transferred to Fulton County Jail. During transport, he stated that he wasn't worried because he hadn't killed anyone, and that next time he would escape in a better vehicle. He had also previously been convicted of possession of illicit substances. This vehicle, a blue Nissan Maxima, is equipped with blue flashing lights which are illegal for individuals without authorization. They are reserved for government services. You won't believe who thought they had the privilege to use them.
.283 westbound, 1024 with us.
Hello.
When the suspicious vehicle with flashing lights was stopped, a man wearing a vest and a cap labeled security exited the car. He left the vehicle on his own, intending to signal to the troopers that everything was under his control and that they were on the same side, as if he wasn't doing anything wrong. The trooper ordered him to return to the vehicle, and the driver complied, but not in the way the trooper intended. We can see here that he turned off the flashing lights, either because he realized he wasn't allowed to use them, or he was trying to escape without being easily noticed, or maybe he just wanted to show off in front of his clients who were sitting in the back seat of the vehicle. The vehicle was moving across all traffic lanes and nearly collided with other participants. Due to Blaine's disregard for his safety, the safety of passengers, and public safety, it was only a matter of time before the officer decided on a tactical maneuver. After the tactical maneuver, the vehicle was disabled, leading to a high-risk arrest.
What's that call? He's helping on.
During this pursuit, K-9 unit members were present and ready to react at a moment's notice if needed. Based on the movements of the suspect, identified as Richard Blaine, it could be assumed he had no intention to surrender like his clients. Instead, he attempted to flee into total darkness. However, with the K-9 unit present, such actions in the open were not advisable. Wisconsin state troopers noticed a vehicle committing traffic violations in a construction zone. What they didn't know was that the vehicle contained a person wanted by the police. Why does this turn signal indicate a return to the right lane or stopping, showing an attempt to outsmart troopers, meanwhile trying to escape in a vehicle that simply doesn't have that kind of power on open roads? Sometimes I don't understand why everything has to be so complicated. Wisconsin State Patrol initiated a pursuit that spanned several counties in Wisconsin. The suspect fled through Juneau, Sauk, Columbia, and Dane counties, and police attempted to stop the vehicle using spike strips. An officer deployed a spike strip, but the suspect managed to evade it by maneuvering around the vehicle off-road, thereby endangering the officer. A tragedy was narrowly avoided.
Something over his shoulder, either a bag or a sling.
We have tire deflation. Pieces are flying everywhere. We are in the middle lane going 40.
Middle lane going 40.
Lots of tires blowing. We're down to smoke. We're down to about 30 miles an hour.
After 3 tires were punctured, the suspect continued driving on flat tires and metal rims before being stopped with a pit maneuver.
Oh, gotta do it right.
10-1, taking the exit, been unsuccessful.
532 just pitted him at a speed under 35. It is successful. The vehicle is in the ditch. Drive.
He then attempted to flee on foot, but was soon apprehended and arrested. The suspect's name is Michael Scott Payne, who has an active warrant in Minnesota for aggravated first-degree robbery. Currently, he is held in Columbia County Jail and faces charges of recklessly endangering safety and fleeing, evading police. If you want to catch some of the craziest high-speed police chases caught on Dashcam, click on the video on the screen and don't forget to hit that bell.